We know we have the AFC Championship game between the Broncos and the Patriots, and don't look now, line movement has happened. At one point, I believe it was 8.5, 7.5. I don't remember the max, but we have some movement on the line. Let's go to the Talks Table at Boston Connor. Patriots favored by more earlier. Now, not as much. What does that mean to you? Do you think people are getting eyes on Jarrett Stidham? Do you think people are seeing photos of how cool this man looks and how great he was in high school as the king of Friday Night Lights down there in Texas, which is a state we know Sean Payton holds in very high regard, especially high school football, which I believe he coached whenever he was out of the game for a year or so way back in the day. So what Stidham was able to do under those lights, Sean Payton believes he'll be able to do underneath the championship lights for the Broncos, and it feels like the sports books are giving him a little bit more of a chance. Now, Con Man, what do you think this says, and why do you think this is?
I think the weather definitely plays a factor. You know, we've been talking about this winter storm all week, and you know, it is going to be, I think, 25-ish in Denver if we looked correctly. Who knows about snow? And then also just looking at it from, you know, a little zoomed out perspective. Denver's a great home field advantage. You know, Bo Nix is out, but all their Pro Bowl players, they're still playing. You know, I think maybe it was an overreaction at first, starting quarterbacks out, conference championship. This is terrible. And then when you look at it, you know, a little closer, hold on. Jarrett Stidham's been in the league for a long time. He kind of knows exactly what he's doing, and Sean Payton. You know, I think a lot of people have more faith in Sean Payton than they do in Jarrett Stidham, and think that they'll be able to figure it out.
It was 5.5. Now we're at 4.5. But at 5.5, there was 70+% of the bets as well. So this is a reverse line movement, I do believe. Let's go to one half of the hammer. Don Cowboys AP Tone. Congrats on the finalists of your guys' awards coming out.
Appreciate that.
As an Associated Press award voter at the end of the season, we appreciate your service to ball. We'll talk about that later. But reverse line movement, what does this say? What do you think it means?
So reverse line moves. So obviously the Patriots were at 5.5, and when they're getting 75% of the bets, you would think it would go from 5.5 to the Patriots maybe minus 6.5 because they want to get more money coming in on the Broncos. So if you're getting the Broncos at minus 6.5, then you would more people would get in on the Broncos. When it happens this way, where the money is on the Patriots and the line goes the other way, which is reverse line movement, like you said. That could be a couple of things. It could be a big bets coming in on a certain side, or the sportsbooks thinks, hey, let's keep getting some more money in here on the Patriots because we like the Broncos this week.
Oh, so you think this is a potential bait out of the sportsbook saying, you know what, 75%, huh? You guys really like them? How about this? We'll put them on sale right now. We'll give it even better.
Yeah, exactly.
Minus 4.5. Come on in.
Yeah.
Give everything you like, because they know Jarrett Stidham, backup quarterback for the Denver Broncos. First game, long time. This guy has to get beat by the Patriots, is what the natural thought is going to be. And the sportsbooks seemingly think that maybe Stidham is going to be able to keep it closer. They would like people to be over there.
So that's definitely how it used to work back in the day, like when it was humans making lines and they had their ratings and stuff like that. Now that it's all computer and probably AI and a lot of that, I don't know if it works the same way, but I'm sure there's still some people with their hands in it who say, like, hey, we still like the Broncos in this matchup at home as 5.5 or 4.5 point dogs now. Like, we can continue to take money in on the Patriots if we want.
75% of the bets on a championship game is crazy talk, obviously.
Yeah.
That is an insane thing. And being that big of a home dog in the championship round is crazy. And then let's go to the NFC one. Even more insanity as you look at the Rams taking on the Seahawks. 83% of the bets are on the Seahawks, favored by 2.5 at home. Do you think that's just because we watched them demoralize the Niners last week from literally the opening kick all the way through?
Yep, normally how it goes. We just did this in the national championship where IU started around 80% and they got down to 70-some before the game. And that was strictly because people watched them blow out Bama and Oregon in those games. Even though Miami was a really good football team, they had to play closer games. But the public perception was like, hey, IU's a monster, IU's a wagon, let's go on them. Miami ends up covering that one. In this situation, Seattle has blown out their last game and also looks really good against the Niners in their end of the season, week 18. But the week before that, I believe it was the week before that, they needed that weird forward, backward lateral, no whistle, whatever, 2-point conversion to beat the Rams. It's been a really, 2.5.